swam Oklobia to enter the fence on 3.2 billion naira money laundering charge. NAFRIC 1-year incident, free operation against terrorists. Federal government to tackle natural disasters as security issues. Shatima. Those are the stories that made it to the front page of the Daily Times newspaper. The Daily Sun newspaper. I can say 2007, but I think they're talking about 2027. And that was a mistake. PDP elders demand presidential ticket for South. So 2007 is past. Maybe it's 2007. As opposition parties' neck meets today, Lamido eats Tinubu APC, accuses president ruling party of destroying democracy, dividing Nigerians. Face your collapsing PDP. Kaduna APC chieftain slams ex-Jigawa governor. Now, looking at the story, Lamido hits Tinubu APC, accuses presidency ruling party of destroying democracy, dividing Nigerians. I think with recent the camp yesterday that happened yesterday, where we have 4 PDP members again, they camp into APC now. I think APC now have, in fact, overpower hands in the house. They now have more APC. Well, are we going to say Lamido is right with the statement? The face your PDP, Kaduna APC chieftain slams ex-Jigawa governor.
In the game of politics, everything goes. The mudslinging, the counts, and the Toma chicks. I got into that terminology on social media. Just through any sling from whatever angle. It's the era of politics. And it's not peculiar to Nigeria, even elsewhere. Albeit, the Nigerian situation usually is devoid of what you call ideological orientations toward either the right, the left, or even if you are going to be centrist. So for Lamido, the shoe is on the other foot. He's saying what he has said, and he has a right to feel that way. And I can tell you, if that shoe is on the other side, and I'm talking about the Jagaban or Bagu himself, he will say perhaps something similar. But quickly, the Kaduna chapter of the APC has asked that the roof, or is it the umbrella is leaking, and that they need to make sure they try to mend them. For the opposition, either singly or in coalition, the belief is that the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are doing everything, not just to retain their own good, their own bad, perhaps the ugly amongst them, to shift over to the APC. Uh, if you don't have your internal mechanism of ensuring that you can put your party to some kind of structure that will withstand the rains when they come, the storm when they come, and then that you have planted your seed on solid ground, this is exactly what you get. So every other thing and every other institution, every other person, as we saw especially since 2023, will be up for blame apart from oneself. Now you mentioned that 4 additional senators have moved over to the ruling party.
To the ruling party.
2 from Akwa Ibom, I guess, and the other 2 from Osun State. Again, many of them are alleging that they cannot continue to be on a ship on its way to Tarshish that might capsize. And so Jonah must not continue to sleep, must find a way to convey. By so doing, I can understand the angst and the feeling of the opposition in that direction. But the extent that you are pointing a finger at every other person, Taiwo, you finger at Mike, you point finger at Tessie Riley, you point finger at her, and I'm being the one that is pointing the fingers, forgetting that the other 4, that's if I say have 4. Some people don't have 4. Some people have 6. I don't know if you know that some people have 6. Pointing at you. My principal back in my day had a terminology for it. He called it sanctimonious pomposity. You want to be sanctimonious, you want to be pompous. He did. Machiavelli also came and said, tell a lie 1,000 times, it will now look like the truth. Begin to cry when your wife beats you in the house, and then you say you are a man. Forgetting that you didn't leave enough money, to catch some of those beatings. Now I'm joking. But at the end of the day, Sanusi Lamido, in my considered view, if I look at it from 1999, has been a very consistent member of PDP. He has been one of the founding fathers of the PDP. He has refused to jump ship like most, maybe Saraki, through his dad too, and all that kind of thing. Other examples that work, or Tommy Kimi, as you may see. But the Lamido gentleman has been there. He's been governor. He's been secretary of the party. He refused to jump ship even when the ship was about to capsize. From an Atiku who has jumped in, jumped out, jumped back, and all that. And so the only other thing that you can do is to make the kind of noise. Sorry if I use the word noise, but at least sound, okay? To make a lot of sabaratu, that's what you call it in war. Shake the scabbard, Halle! And all that. So they do all that. His counterpart in the River State, Rotimi Amechi, is also doing the same thing. And if they don't make noise, nobody's going to be able to make those noise for themselves. But for me, it's just the substance. Let's make noise for the right reason. Yes, we are all hungry, whether you are in the APC, we are all hungry. We all agree that we must rebuild our country. But for me, as a neutral person, I see all of them as people who have not combined the 4 C's that guides my value, my vision, my mission, and that is character, that is capacity, that is competence, That's a consciousness of the facts, like we say in our Bible studies, others first before me. I haven't seen that play out. Rather, it's the other way around. What will I be able to get? Me, I, and for me only kind of situation. People have also alleged that, like every other person whose table is not clean, the arrogant style, Lamido, come and join the ruling party. Then your own sins and the sins of your son, who was also being hounded by EFCC at one point in time, will be forgiven. Shame of shame, like many Bano people will say. Five fingers of a leprous hands, like late Bolaige posited. They are all out for their own relatively narrow and selfish interests. It's left for you and I to see beyond the veil, and then for God being for all of us to have electoral reforms that will enable us to do one man, one vote. God bless Lamido. God bless Bola Tinubu. God bless Atiku. I must never forget to ask God to bless Peter Gregory Obi and my dear friend Shogore. Did I miss out Kwankwaso? No. All of them. God bless them so that they can remain blessed, can do a turnaround, and they can be of blessing to their fatherland. Thank you.
All right, now to the Punch newspaper. Tariff battle escalate. Discos reject review talks with states. 36 state energy commissions to meet federal government as tariff showdown worsens. Tinubu APC governors in high-stake meeting for NEC. Above the nameplate, 2027 presidency, PDP's southern candidate as game changer. APC expand National Assembly control with 7 new PDP defectors. I was thinking it was 4. Reps approve $347 million loan for Lagos Calabar highway orders. Sanwo-Olu rally governors Elumelu for 500 billion naira Lagos food initiative. Bauchi governor, minister raised the alarm over fake news threat. Ogun resident protests after fatal car crash kills 4 people. The faction drama. APC PDP exchange barbs over Adele's youth fan. Okay, about 2 days ago, we were talking about this since yesterday, where Enugu took the initiative by splashing the electricity tariff, the A-ban or whatever they call themselves, and another state followed suit, and Discos realized, people are decamping. States are decamping. What's happening? So now Disco reject the review towards state. The tariff battle has escalated. What exactly is happening in the sector? If Enugu can say, okay, if you're paying so amount, maybe with the present situation of the economy or with whatever reason that it could be, they brought it down. Is that not what we all been clamoring for? And some states took the initiative that if Enugu State can do this,
then we can do it.
then we too can do it, at least for the betterment of the people. That is what government is all about. It's for the betterment of the betterment of the betterment of the betterment.
Okay.
Of the country, of the state, and of everybody. But now the battle has escalated, and Discos just realized that no, this will not work. So now Discos are rejecting the review talks with state. The state's 36 state energy commissioners to meet federal government as tariff showdown worsens. What can you say about that?
Let's see. In my mind, I honestly would not understand. I can understand the macro level, but at this micro level, I cannot understand why there should be the kind of pushback that I'm getting. First of all, we have customers, consumers, you and I, no doubt about it. There is none of us that is enjoying where we have found ourselves within this energy talk over time. So that's number one. Number two, which is on the other side, is that that sector has always needed reforms, no doubt about that. Infrastructures gone down, all the time from our Baba Obasanjo, when we had done what we did.
One sector that has always failed, allegedly.
To take care of our party opportunities. And we found ourselves exactly where we are at. And because consumers are saying, which one should come first, chicken or egg? Okay, we want light, no doubt about that. Continue your reforms. Oh, please don't cheat us out of the bargain. Give us prepaid meter and all that. You should remember that's where we all started and started talking about the estimated bills. Government turned to the right, turned to the left, went to the center. Things got worsened. Boko Haram continued to, devastate. Okay, all right. So, in the twilight of late President Muhammadu Buhari, he did a couple of things, and you may like or may not like him. And some people said that maybe it was a bit tardy, too late, but he did it on the same. That he was going to remove the issue of generation, of electricity, the issue of distribution from the exclusive to the concurrent list. Therefore, state governors, state governments, now take your destiny in your hands. If you remember, the first original state that tried to do anything in that angle was Lagos State under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Politics of that time choked it, and they were only able to provide light in General Hospital Central and all that. But after the Buhari thing came on, it was a game changer for a state like Abia, who now then said, yes, let's go ahead and do what we need to do now. What the federal government has now then decided to do is that we can't continue to subsidize electricity. I hear you. Even though you have not done a few things that you need to do, ab initio, it is not I was or my fault that you didn't do what you need to do, and there was so much corruption in that area. You say you want to give me light for whatever it is, provide service. Let me see what you are going to do. Then you say you are not going to be able to do that. You went ahead, and then creative governors. Like I have to doff my hat for Governor Mba, it's a PDP governor, and I say, look, I've done my green Belt revolution and it's working. Yes, I can do this for my people. So why should you now be having band A, band B, band C? When you come with anything that is good, like they say, the corruption or the ineptitude will fight back. This is the fight back. I am not sitting down here, I am saying that what the few states who have decided that we are going to be responsible for that. I'm not saying they can't do it. Yes, it's going to be a rough road. It also means that because, I guess, you are now having additional revenue from your fair allocations, you want to give that kind of priority to now be able to find a way to attract low-level interest loans to be able to do it. Let's do it for our people. I know what my people are. I know that. And then the next thing that you are going to hear is that it is not, it's not possible. The LOMA that we are all celebrating today, and which has been the benchmark that turned to the rest of the states, did not really start in Lagos State.
I'm just hearing that for the first.
It did not start in Lagos State. By that I mean, I'm not saying it started in some other states.
Okay.
But the federal was going to do something, and there was this, I think it's of blessed memory now, Professor Phillips. He came and said, look, why are we talking about this issue of LOMA or no LOMA? Let's do it out. Let's find a way to begin to clean. And just sincerely, I want to deflect. I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to promote self. But I used to work for an organization, and that organization produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the way, it was in Mobile. I'm talking about ExxonMobil. And ExxonMobil now took a decision that what you used to call Malu Road, now Mobile Road, that we are going to tar the whole place, and we are going to start to clean it every day. At that point in time, that street was being cleaned every day. This was long before. It was during the military era. I guess Bola Tinubu might have seen that and said, look, let's find a way to try and put it together. Now, we started cleaning every day.